A very good evening and many thanks for always joining me for RTV News in English. I am William Evans and these are our top stories tonight. President Paul Kagame and First Lady Jeannette Kagame today joined tennis fans at IPRC Kicukiro for the men's single final of the ATP Rwanda Challenger 100. While authorities in Bugesera district are urging residents, especially patients, to continue preventing diseases and maintain the culture of paying community-based health insurance, commonly known as Mutuelle de Santé. On the international scene, more than 50 African migrants have been rescued from a boat in the central Mediterranean Sea. Pleasure is having you join me for RTV News in English. I'm William Evans. Now this is the news in detail. President Paul Kagame and First Lady Jeannette Kagame today joined tennis fans at IPRC Kicukiro for the men's single final of the ATP Rwanda Challenger 100, where Argentina's Marco Tungeliti defeated Italy's Marco Cocciato to claim the title during the third edition of the international tournament hosted in Rwanda. We do have details. The final match, which lasted 1 hour and 57 minutes, brought together Argentina's Marco Tungeliti, currently ranked 131st in the world. Marco Tungeliti expressed his excitement, noting that the ranking points earned from this tournament will help him qualify for bigger international competitions, as is common for professional tennis players.
I like the conditions here. For me, sometimes it seems a bit crazy, but for me, coffee is very important. So places that I can drink good coffee, then for me is something that makes me feel good, and of course it makes me play better. It sounds a bit crazy, but those are very important things to me, and also I feel very comfortable here, and with the conditions and everything. Even though I was very close to lose on the second round and also on quarterfinals, so sometimes it's just a matter of little things, little details. And today, unfortunately for him, he was feeling some kind of injury on the back. So that's why I took some advantage on the second set. And then third set was much closer, but still he couldn't run much. But that's it. I think that was the key. Every single week we take an experience from whatever it has to be done for be a better player. And the last on February I played Davis Cup for Argentina for the first time, and for me it was tough because I lost both singles matches and especially the last one. So for me, I felt like it was a failure. But the important thing is not to put a tag on it, but it depends how you react to those situations. And for me, to come here, and last week I already played better tennis than I was playing, but this week is very important for me. Now I'm going to be very close to my best ranking, which is my best ranking was 112, and now I'm going to be like 116 or something like that, which is important looking forward to Roland Garros and also for Wimbledon, to try to get into the main draw for my first time, directly, because I always qualify there. But yeah, it's always important. As soon as your ranking gets better, then you get to play better tournaments as well, and also you are seated like on a higher. So it's always important, the ranking.
For Italy's Cecchinato, who gained international recognition in 2018 when he reached the semi-finals of the French Open, he says that the experience gained from the ATP Rwanda Challenger 2026 will help him better prepare for the upcoming tournaments.
Honestly, I came last year and I was very surprised because it's a very good tournament, and also congrats to the tournament director and everybody do something for organize this tournament, because are so good tournament here in Africa, and maybe I come back next year. honestly, I prefer to play India Wells Miami, but in this date it's very good play on clay here in Rwanda, because the two tournaments are so good and the organization really good and very comfortable. So it's really nice to play here in Rwanda. Yeah, I started very good on my serve, and then after the first serve, the first set, I felt pain on my back, and then the second set was very fast, and then I served so and Marco played better than me.
The tournament has been taking place in Rwanda for the past 2 weeks. The president of the Rwanda Tennis Federation, Karenzi Theonest, commended partners for their support in organizing the event and helping elevate the sports profile in Rwanda.
Icyiciro turimo cya ATP Rwanda Challenger byatangiye mu mwaka wa 2024.
In 2024, with the support from our leadership, Imbuto Foundation, Office of the President and the Ministry, we began our first competition, Challenger ATP 50. For clarity, if we say ATP Challenger 50, the 50 is referring to the total points the winner gains. A number of these players need points to qualify for higher rankings and positions. And the more points you make, the higher your rankings get. From there, we hosted ATP Challenger 75 last year, and here we are hosting ATP Challenger 100 in our third year. The winner tonight bags 100 points and money, but what is most important to them usually are the points. This has also left us with many good developments. This place's infrastructure, for example, has grown over time, and secondly, when these international players come, our local players have a chance to learn from them by participating in these competitions too. We have also come to appreciate that the more we host such competitions, the more our game becomes famous, especially to the young people who did not know about it. We now have a big number of new tennis players and fans. The State Minister for Sports, Rwego Ngarambe, said that Rwanda's ability to organize and host an international professional tennis tournament demonstrates the country's progress in sports governance and its broader vision to nurture the talent across Africa, particularly among young athletes with potential in tennis.
Ni muri ya gahunda y'ubudasa bwacu bwo gukomeza ndetse no kubukwirakwiza ahandi hose kuko uyu mufatanyabikorwa.
This is still part of our uniqueness, which spreads across different sectors. The partners we are working with are the same people that took this game to other places, and we have also done a great job in organizing these games. But this is also about us continuing to give an opportunity to the rest of African players, because like you noticed, 6 African countries participated in this tournament. So this is a good opportunity for them to continue accumulating their points and positions. It is a long way to go, but we are hopeful that working with our partners, many more African players will have their talents developed through this. The ATP Challenger Tour is designed to help professional tennis players improve their rankings by earning points that allow them to progress on the global tennis rankings and eventually qualify for major tournaments organized by the Association of Tennis Professionals. This marks the third year Rwanda has hosted the tournament since being approved by the ATP, with the 2026 edition attracting 58 players from 28 countries around the world. Now, youth from universities and higher learning institutions are being encouraged to learn and document the history of Rwanda's national heroes as a foundation for their understanding the country's vision and contributing to its future development. This was highlighted by Mutoni Christine, the author of Pride of Tomorrow, which focuses on the future role of young people in advancing Rwanda's development and contributing to the national building.
Actually, the Pride of Tomorrow is more than a book. It's more than a book to launch. It's a vision. It's discipline. It's a transformation of youth. It shows how really you can mold yourself into the Pride of Tomorrow. it shows how you can also hope your own self. Like, it actually shows that someone is the one like responsible for his or her destiny. It's about the effort you put in. It shows how you can be the pride of tomorrow, how you can make yourself a better version. It's an encouragement book, yeah, and it has a lot of lessons. Specifically, this is a book of hope, and this is a book which will challenge everyone. Like, we are not supposed to wait for the answers always. We have also to find out solutions for ourselves. It talks about education beyond certificates, beyond having those certificates, beyond being educated. What's the struggle behind? What's the struggle of achieving all you need? So after the good grades, you also have to take an initiative of responding positively to the grades so that you can be the pride of tomorrow, so that you can be the person you want to really become. Yeah, so it's a challenging book, and it's a book which really shows how youth are supposed to take a journey of being the pride of tomorrow.
Now, according to Hategekimana Richard, youth should take the lead in telling and documenting their country's history rather than leaving the responsibility to others who may misinterpret or distort it.
It's a very, 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 very good book because it highlights the history of the RPA, Rwanda Patriotic Army's values from 1990 up to date. So those values, including the values of patriotism, hard working, resilience, accountability, thinking big. So for sure, this is a very, very, very good book that I encourage everyone to read and to understand this content, including that we are reading in this book for the sustainable development of our country. We humbly request all Rwandan youth for sure to have this culture of reading books, because if we don't read, you can't write. If you don't read books, you can't be knowledgeable. And as you know, in the government programs, NST2 and the Vision 2050 of Rwanda and Agenda 2063 of African Union, in the sector of culture, it said that the knowledge of the economy of this country, the economy of Africa should be based on the knowledge. It's a knowledge-based economy. So today, reading books is one of the key tools that can help the government to achieve that target. So it's the reason why, as we know, the youth of Rwanda are 70%. So the youth of Rwanda should have this culture of writing books, reading books for the sustainable development of this country.
Richard Hategekimana is the president of Rwanda Writers Federation. Now, participants from 15 countries across different continents have completed a 2-week training in Rwanda on reconciliation and trauma healing, an approach developed in the country after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. The program, known as Healing Hearts and Transforming Nations, is currently being implemented in about 40 countries that have experienced prolonged conflict and war. The initiative focuses on healing emotional wounds while promoting reconciliation and rebuilding societies. It is mainly delivered through church leaders and Christian-based organizations who then share the teachings within their communities. Participants say the training equips them with practical tools to facilitate dialogue, help communities to overcome trauma, and spread messages of healing and reconciliation.
I'm working towards helping the Christians in Pakistan work through persecution to be healed. And I know as God had done the work of healing in many hearts in Rwanda, and at the same time, I still also see the effect when I speak to people in the sessions we had, effect of people that's still on this road to healing. Thank you for the privilege that I could be in your country. It's a tremendous place to come and learn from.
Even I'm a pastor, but I'm suffered to serve my community with pain. So when I come to Rabajirana, to Rwanda, I get the same wounded heart, the same case, the same action of genocide here. And I get through the training, we learn from the people of Rwanda the life of forgiving. I'm really thankful.
I grew up in the northeast part of India where the violence and the conflicts were common, and then that's why this peace and reconciliations topic is very meaningful for me. And then with that, I also came out as a missionary to Thailand, and I'm working with the refugees and then IDPs and also stateless people. But when I came here, the depth of the lessons and also the practical, that is like cannot compare with any other training. So personally, I've learned a lot, and then I'm going back with a lot of good memories and also with a lot of lessons taken back with me.
I talk to the survivors, male and female, and they express their emotions and pains and so many things. We talk about that one, and that really touched my heart. And what I used to look at the people before, now that changed my way of thinking how my brother and sister around the world belong to the same family.
Now, during their stay in Rwanda, the trainees also visited community reconciliation groups where they listened to testimonies from individuals who benefited from the healing program. According to the leadership of Rwanda Ministries, the approach continues to expand globally as countries seek ways to rebuild social trust after conflicts.
Also, this program by itself, when people learn, it's not just teaching, but it's teaching mixed with the story of Rwanda. That means the testimonies of survivors, perpetrators who have been released, who have now a life that is productive in the community, working together, and people go and visit. And when they meet those, not only they learn and get, a confirmation that it's not a fake, that the transformation is deep and very, very, and owned by the people themselves. We also see those who have left, when they go back, they take this message in their countries, and they don't only say, this is healing and reconciliation, it's also about the testimony of Rwanda going to help nations. We have seen those who went to Ethiopia, who have done a very good job in Tigray, in Amhara and other places, and those who went to Zimbabwe, Liberia, they are doing a very good job. So this, the program that is taken here is also impacting other communities in a very substantial way.
Reverend Joseph Nyamtera right there. Now, to more news, authorities in Bugesera district are urging residents, especially patients, to continue preventing diseases and maintain the culture of paying community-based health insurance, commonly known as Mutuelle de Santé. The call was made this Sunday at Nyamata Hospital during activities to mark World Day of the Sick. Mukamagambo Birata is a mother caring for her child who has been on life support oxygen machines for nearly 5 years at Nyamata Hospital in Bugesera district, together with Nhawiri Nduwe Zakaria, who has spent the past 3 years receiving treatment at the same hospital following a road accident in 2023. They say the commemoration of the World Day of the Sick at the hospital helps them restore hope and confidence among patients.
Nakoze impanuka ngongwa n'imodoka nari ntwaye moto.
I was involved in a motor accident while riding my motorcycle. I never got to know the driver. This day, to me, is important because we get to meet with authorities and speak to them about our challenges or even appreciate them. On such days, they help us. They support us emotionally, especially those feeling lonely. We also share and commune with each other. Today was really special. We were fed and given gifts too. This made us really happy. The Director General of Nyamata Hospital, Sebajuri Jean-Marie Vian, called on medical personnel to strengthen communication with patients before administering treatment, while also continuing to build capacity in the use of modern medical technologies.
Uyu munsi w'abarwayi nuko umuganga ikintu cya mbere yuko aho umurwayi imiti.
On such a day, it is important to be reminded that before giving our patients medicine, we must be empathetic about their condition. We should put ourselves in their shoes. We should also explain to them what we are going to do, care for them in the best way possible, and then go ahead and administer medication. The other thing is to encourage medical professionals to keep updating their skills and knowledge because we are in a very fast-changing world.
agahora yiga kumenya icyo agomba gukorera umurwayi.
The Vice Mayor of Bugesera District in charge of social affairs, Iman Shimwe Yvette, encouraged residents to adopt preventive measures and maintain their health insurance contributions, noting that this helps prevent patients from suffering at home without access to care.
On
this International Day for the Sick, it is a time to get closer to them and revive their hope. We encourage all people in good health to comfort those affected, be it caretakers or even their neighbors. When people fall sick, they should be quick to seek medical attention so that these diseases do not get worse. This also includes us maintaining good hygiene to avoid getting infected with preventable diseases. We also encourage them to have community-based health insurance covers so they don't struggle with medical bills. The commemoration of the World Day of the Sick at Nyamata Hospital was also marked by social activities where patients were served meals and partners supporting the hospital were recognized. The World Day of the Sick was established in 1992 to encourage communities worldwide to remember the sick, restore hope among patients, and promote compassion and solidarity. Now, persons with disabilities, both youth and adults, say that participating in sports helps them overcome isolation, build confidence, and contribute to their personal development as well as the country's progress. We do have these details. Iriza Marie Claire Dina is among those living with a physical disability caused by a road accident in which she was hit by a vehicle whose driver fled the scene. After receiving treatment, she says life gradually returned to normal, and participating in sports for persons with disabilities has restored her confidence and renewed her hope for the future. These games are a part of the things that help us associate with others and also demonstrate our potential because we are also able like others and we are also talented. I have played in the female national team and I'm currently a coach. Her fellow sitting volleyball players, including Twagira Yezu Kalist and Mutuimana Jacqueline, said that the sport has created new opportunities in their lives, helping them feel more included in Rwandan society, while also improving their livelihoods. I have participated in about 6 World Championships, the Olympics, and 7 African Championships, where we emerged winners of 1. Sports has exposed us to the world. I want to appreciate people who began these games because they have helped us grow. If you came to my house, you would agree that I have achieved personal growth and development irrespective of my disability. The president of the National Paralympic Committee, Bizimana Dominic, says the support provided by the country's leadership continues to create opportunities for persons with disabilities to thrive through sports. This gets them from one level of life to another. The teams you are seeing here are from different districts, and all these are fully supported by their districts, and this helps the teams develop and grow as individuals. We are also grateful because we are in a country that gives everyone a chance. We are well represented in all sectors and at all levels. That is why we do everything we do because we are sure that we are supported. The national women's sitting volleyball team currently ranks first in Africa and 8th in the world, while the men's team is ranked 2nd in Africa and 15th globally. Both teams are expected to represent Rwanda at the World Para-Volleyball Sitting Volleyball World Cup, scheduled to take place in China this July. Well, with that, we take a short break and return with international news in a bit. Well, with that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. I'm William Evans Mtawazi. From me and the rest of the team, have a good night and goodbye.